Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, UTR proudly presents to you Boom Goes the Dynamite. It's me, your boy, one half of the Are You Fucking Serious Game Show champion, Camilio Dior. Welcome, folks. Welcome, folks. Oh, and your boy. Oh, I got some things I got to say. Some things I got to say about Dwayne. We're going to get to that. But joining me, as usual, he is the OTC. He is the Triple Crown champ. He is the Forever IC champ. He is the other half of the Are You Fucking Serious Game Show champ. And he is the Reggie Simpson's Memorial Predictions champ. Motherfucker, when you gonna predict this guy? When you gonna defend this damn title? God damn it!
That's all that's whatever we got the next PLE.
Yo, this is starting to get ridiculous out here. You out here doing the Gunther UK championship run right now.
Next week I got to defend it because TNA got their show next week, so I'll be defending next week.
Oh shit, which means you're retaining because don't nobody watch that shit no more. So we all wind up fucking tying. Yeah, that shouldn't count.
But yeah, Still fucking cold here. Just basically still cold. Buses are not coming over to my area where I'm at, so I am just snowed in. Deirdre is on her way to delivering me some essentials. I needed some milk, I needed some eggs, and I ran out of sugar.
That's what I like to call it sometimes too.
No, that's what I need. I got my actual essentials. I just needed I'm running out of eggs, I'm running out of milk, and I'm waiting on my bank card.
Bro, it's so fucking cold up here. It's goddamn ridiculous. Of course, the minute I get ready to talk, my damn dog would decide to go off.
Right. Like, it's cold as shit here. So yeah, I'm just sitting up here on my I got tomorrow off. Shout out to Jimmy Carter for his funeral. So I am definitely looking forward to relaxing in my house, not doing a damn thing tomorrow because I can't do any damn thing since I'm waiting on my new bank card. If anything, all it does is give me discipline on not to spend money. But last night, enough about me. We're gonna talk about last night's NXT. NXT was a good ass episode. It was a good episode.
NXT was a fucking great episode until the last 15 minutes of that sumbitch. NXT last night lived up to the hype of it being, the show after the Netflix preview, because that's because like I said. The Netflix show was a mini pay-per-view.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to be on regular television after a mini pay-per-view, you gotta put on a goddamn show. And they did. First of all, I absolutely love the NXT commentary announce team that they have going on. Between Book, Vic, and now Graves.
Yeah, they added Graves on there. Graves got his start in NXT, so he's at home. He's good wherever he goes. But they're honestly, the NXT announce team is probably my favorite announce team. Between adding Corey on there is cool, but Vic and Booker are hilarious because Booker will flip. He's on, depending on who it is. He might be on your side or not. Except for Roxanne. He always on Roxanne's side. Right. That's his baby.
I'm starting to believe that Roxanne might be his actual kid. The way he loves Roxanne, I'm starting to believe. Like, I know Sharmell be looking at Roxanne like, I'm trying to look in the eyes to see if you look anything like this and that. Because he loved him. Speaking of that, let's get into it. NXT opens up actually with the women's world title match between
bullshit done and over with. This is no time for games. Y'all know what y'all here to see. Y'all know this girl about to lose.
Right. Roxanne, the champion, versus the winner, the Iron Survivor, Giulia. These two women put on a great ass fucking match. They put on a really good match. Book during the goddamn match. Yo, first of all, Book sitting there screaming, "Get her, get her, get her! You gotta be mean. She's mean. You can't do it." Yo, and Graves is sitting there going, "Calm down,
Right.
calm down." That shit had me crying. But because I'm sitting there like, "Yo, Book, relax, yo, relax." Book gets so goddamn hype when Roxanne is on. It's like, my guy, just chill out, just chill out, please. You going, you gonna kill yourself.
Right.
Like he's gonna have an aneurysm. He's gonna have an aneurysm one day. What you call it? Then we got with the Julia hits Roxanne with a goddamn brain buster outside. And
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody didn't protect themselves good enough or whatever the case may be, but bruh, all I know is I heard Roxanne's head go right on that goddamn floor. I was like, oh, that girl got a headache.
Right.
I know her brain hurt. I know her brain is killing her. But first of all, you got oh God, Naya.
Naya on alert. She ready. She ready to bite whoever that is. She
Right,
ready.
goddamn security. First of all, folks, if you don't know, my dog is a goddamn cavapoo. She's a curly-haired little 20-pound fluff ball that acts like a Rottweiler anytime the goddamn doorbell rings.
Right.
Okay, so that's the problem right there. That's the problem. She acts like a Rottweiler, but she she's just going crazy. But anyway, one of the things that always has me laughing about, hey, Kanisha, one of the things that always has me laughing about Booker is him talking about Roxanne is the prodigy. She was wrestling at 16. She was a world champ. And I'm like, nigga, why is you bragging about breaking child labor laws? Like you telling people that this girl is out here.
He's like, it's too late now. He's like, it's too late. Y'all can't take me to jail now. She over that now.
I'm like, nigga, you was out here bragging about breaking child labor laws. Like, what the fuck, bro? Yo, Batty, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, yo. Don't be a delivery man. Don't be DoorDash. Oh, your ass is getting cursed. Here's the thing though. She's gonna bark at you from a distance. She's not gonna come up on you and she's not gonna bite you. She's gonna bark from behind me. But she's gonna let you hear a mouthful. She's gonna let you know.
Sure.
No, don't be coming up on my goddamn door. Daddy, get him. He come to the door. He coming to the door. That's how she acts. Right? What you call? Book sitting here bragging she's been the champ since she was 15. Like, nigga, wrestlers supposed to be 18. What the hell you doing out here, bro? Like you wilding real quick. So stop bragging about that. But eventually we get Giulia getting the 1-2-3 on Roxanne. So Giulia is now your new women's NXT World Champion. Excellent match.
Finally.
You know what though? I think this was a long enough. This was a long enough build up to her being a champ.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This is where it needed to end. Like there needed to be no shenanigans or anything like that. Just let her lose so she can finally make her long-awaited main roster debut. Is
right.
Long overdue. She is more than ready to be on the main roster.
Like they tried to pull a couple of shenanigans with having Cora Jade interfere, but of course Giulia still managed to, get past that and get the championship. But the one thing that I did like was the fact that, because you know me, I always get pissed when a new person comes in and they immediately give them the belt.
Right.
You know that's like my number one pet peeve. Like Motor City Machine Guns was on the show for 2 fucking weeks and they was the champions. You know what I mean? The fact that Giulia came on, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to be annoyed as shit because I was like, nah, this girl about to get the belt after one fucking match. Come on. They didn't do that. They actually had her lose twice
They
before
had
she
her
actually.
lose.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a good job of keeping her, like, even though we knew she was the person that's supposed to beat her, they did a good job of just having her and Steph be in tag matches. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Steph be tag against Roxanne and Cora. Just like they did a good job of, like, hey, she's important, but we're gonna let y'all get acclimated to her instead of just the NXT black and gold way of, here they are, they're the champion, there you go.
Right.
They get like 2 squash matches and then they're fighting the champion, they're the champion, and then at this point, if it was black and gold NXT, Giulia would be on title defense number 4.
Right. Right. So this, nah, I'm not. I mean, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. No niggas. Some powerful niggatry. That's what they over there do. I don't. I don't mind a new person coming in and winning a belt. I want them to earn it. That's my thing. Don't don't. I don't want somebody on my screen one week and then 2 weeks later they're in a title match and they're winning it. That was my beef with Braun when he first got here. They put the belt on Braun immediately. They had him send fucking DIY up to the main roster and then say, "Hey, take this belt."
And
Like,
you saw what ended up happening in the long run. Like they had to fully develop him because he was just that baby face, that straight up baby face. And it's like, nah, you gotta, if they never turned him heel, who knows where he would be at.
he would, right. Him turning heel was the best thing that happened to his goddamn character. You know what I mean? Because him as that baby face. Oh no, 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 no. Man, you ain't rubbing nothing except for Chastity's back to burp her. That's what the hell you doing. All right? That's what you doing over there, Tito. The next matchup was, you would think would be a hard act to follow. They put on two women's matches back to back. Next matchup was the fatal four way for who would be the number one contender for the women's North American title. You had Kalani Jordan versus Cora Jade versus Stephanie McCoy. Damn, already? What's it called? Kalani Jordan versus Cora Jade versus Stephanie McCoy versus Lola Vice. These girls put on a good ass match too.
That was a really good match. I knew Kalani wasn't gonna win. Like she's the first. She ain't gonna get back in the top picture that quickly.
Oh no no
But
no 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 no.
she made sure that she was letting everybody know, and they even said it on commentary. She's letting everybody know she's not the little girl that y'all used to see. She gonna whoop everybody's ass in here.
What you call? I was just getting ready to say that, Tito. They slowly doing the Kalani heel turn too. We're having her do little tidbits during the match, like the pulling of the hair and stuff like that. Like that ain't normally Kalani. She always do shit like, all right, we see you, it's
That's
coming.
why that's why they said she tried to tell them, like, y'all think I'm this sweet little bubbly girl. I have, as like looking back, she is definitely, as much as she is my baby, she is basically the black Alexa Bliss. Because as
Mm-hmm.
much as I love Alexa, she just like, oh, we can't take her seriously. She's nothing but sparkle. Oh, but when Alexa figured out that evil side, she went to the stratosphere, and that's what Kalani is trying to figure out. It's
Right.
gonna be hell have no fury like an angry Kalani, because it's gonna it's peeping out. It's slowly just coming out. But when she goes full force, oh, the NXT Women's Division gonna get destroyed. But that match was awesome. I'm glad they did what they did with Giulia is the same thing they did with Stephanie Recur.
They had her lose, and now she's building herself up. And you know what, Batty? Your brother had a smart idea. That's one of the greatest things. And the thing about it is, when she was doing that, once again, my man Book, as she's slamming her head down, as Stephanie is slamming this girl's head to the floor, you hear Book, uh, uh, uh. I'm like, Book, what are you doing, bro?
That's why, like, there's times where I'll watch the show. It's like, as much as I say I like the show, I could be like, there's times where I'm like, Booker T is me on commentary at times. It's like, depending on who it is and how he reacts, that's how I feel.
Yo, like, Book, no lie, he's the pervert side of wrestling, but not Jerry Lawler pervert. Like, he says it, but he gets away with it because of his goddamn voice and the funny shit he says with it. You know what I mean?
He says that is normal. He says that would get a normal reaction. That's just like, oh damn. It's like, oh, I see what you're doing. Okay then.
Right. He's that uncle at the cookout that you want to see your new girlfriend and you want him to say, "I see you, nephew." That's Book right there. He's that. I see you, nephew. That means you got a good looking chick if you come in and your uncle do that. You know what I mean? But we get Stephanie Bakor fucking dropping Kalani on her dome and then dropping goddamn Cora on her goddamn dome. Well, her mention, like, good grief, like, these finishes these women got are serious nowadays.
Right.
Okay. And Bakor is now the number one contender for the North American title. After that, we got bitch ass Eddie Thorpe. This bitch Eddie Thorpe laid out on the steps. And Ava came up and was like, "Yeah, I ain't buying it. Yeah, all right. You still gonna be in this fucking match, motherfucker. I don't want to."
Way like, no, you and made it. You and did all this bullshit to get this far. Get your monkey ass up. Get up and DJ that ass to the ring. You better.
You know what that shit remind? I sent y'all the gif in the fucking chat. That shit reminded me of the landlord from Coming to America when he was showing Eddie Murphy and Arsenio the apartment, and the crackhead threw himself down the stairs. Hey, motherfucker, your rent is due. Stop playing that, throwing yourself down the stairs.
Somebody attacked me. And as soon as he said somebody attacked him, they didn't even waste no time. They were just like, Oba Femi walked up and was like, "Yeah, I beat his ass for last week." He thought I motherfucking forgot.
That shit took me out, yo.
I was sitting up there like, who beat his ass? I'm thinking like The Rock beat his ass. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. The Oba was
that nigga Oba walked right in the Ava office and said, "Oh no. He's not lying. I beat his ass. He hit me with that statue last week."
He was like, Eddie said, "Well, somebody attacked me." He was like, Oba just walked in. You ain't got to ask. He said, "You ain't got to wonder who did it. It was me." He thought I forgot last week.
Oba said, "Nah, nigga, y'all must have fucking. You thought I motherfucking forgot. I think the fuck not, nigga. Hold us." Oba whipped his ass real quick.
Oba's like, I saw him walking down the steps. I beat that ass real sneakily. He said, I got him on the steps. He said, so you know what's gonna happen. You know that's gonna probably be the first title defense. So that's gonna be. Oh, I hope he killed him.
Oh, he gonna beat Eddie ass. He gonna beat Eddie ass, boy. Oh my God, he gonna beat his ass. He gonna beat his ass.
Like, they played no games. They were like, "Who done it?" No, they said, "Don't worry about it. Oba did it."
Oba said, "That be me. That be me. I whipped his ass. Oh yeah, I did it. I did it good."
It was like, "Oh, okay. Well, he's still in the match." He's like, "Yeah, I don't give a damn. If he show up, he gonna get his ass beat again." He's just like, "I don't give a shit."
Oba said, I really, like you said, Oba was like, I don't give two fucks if he come, he gonna get some more of this ass whipping.
He's
I'm
like, I
handing out
just gave
ass
him a
whippings
pre-beat
tonight.
down. He thought I forgot last week, so I gave him a little pre. He got a pre-beat down. But if he wants to show up for the match, I mean, I appreciate you for putting him in there again. He gonna get his ass beat. He gonna get a real beat down. And if he keep fucking around, he gonna get a post beat down.
Right. You know what, Cookies? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not a fan of Oba because of the crowd reaction to him. Y'all remember when Oba first came out, I was calling this nigga. First off, I call him Oba now because remember I was calling his ass Wakanda
Yeah.
for the longest.
Yeah, you thought it was racist how they were doing it, but it's clear it's just him. It's clear he's just a Jabari tribe.
Right, like I mean, he is Wakanda, and it is racist. But you know what? If he's gonna fucking embrace it, who am I to fucking hate it? And it's working for him. So you know what?
Right.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like in all honesty, it is some racist shit. They calling this motherfucker Wakanda. They had people in the audience going, ooh, ooh, doing this shit. But you know what? Oba was coming out there strutting. Like, fuck it. I'm a rock with y'all just doing this dumb shit. I'm a rock with it. I'm gonna talk some shit on the mic.
Because that man went in like, because I think we said it. I think either Mike said it or you said it at some point during the show. Like, man, it was during Trick and Oba was fighting. He said, man, this is the NIL dream for them.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, because 3 years ago, Oba ain't know what the fuck no wrestling was. I'm sure he knew what wrestling was, but I'm pretty sure he didn't envision himself doing that. And before
you know fucking Trick.
like he was like Trick was just trying to make the NFL, and before you know it,
both of these niggas was trying to make the NFL.
Like Oba was just his family. He already had his college paid for, so he's like, cool. I already got my degree. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. And they said, hey, you a big ass dude. You want to be a wrestler? Okay.
Right. Well, we're gonna put a couple of titles on you, mad quick. Okay. But you're gonna have to go through some racist shit. Can I tweak it the way I like it? Do what you want, but it's gonna be racist. All right, I fucks with it. And listen, when Oba came out with the white Nigerian shoes on during the promo, that's when I started liking. I'm like, all right, they got him being like a real fucking Nigerian man out here with the white shoes on. I'm looking like big ass Tic Tacs. All right.
Right.
Then after Oba said it was him, we had a promo from Kanye Javion Evans with his jaw wired shut.
See, I missed that because I got up there. I saw Oba say he beat his ass. I saw some of that, so I missed Javon. Dang. He Kanye East.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is. Your man is out here to the wire, to the limit, to the wire. Your man is out here, jaw wire shut, talking about he gonna get Ethan Page back. All he feels is the pain from his mouth, and then what he did to Cedric, blah blah blah. But he gonna get him back. Nigga, you eating mashed potatoes right now. Shut up. Just shut up. All right, just shut your ass up.
All I know is Ethan Page gonna get his ass beat.
Ethan Page got a tap on the booty from The Rock.
Yeah, he sure did. He said, "Take that sweet ass on."
Right. It was like, oh, don't be manhandling me like that on TV, nigga. My mama watching. What's wrong with you? Don't be smacking me like that on TV.
I fucks with that whole him acting like that. I was like, all right, that's gonna be a reaction I'm gonna be using. That's part of the final Matty. Like, oh, take that sweet ass off somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Ethan Page, you gotta watch out.
Right. And then after we get these promos, we got another women's matchup. But this one, nobody really ordered it. I ain't gonna lie. No one really ordered this match. This one was the Fatal Influence versus Shotzi Tatum and Gigi Dolan.
The Jasmine Drake's experience and the what did Batty call them? We called them the coven.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
coven.
coven.
Yeah. Well, ain't nobody asked for this match. I didn't care about that. Like they had a really cool entrance, and then Shotzi walked out.
Cookies, I just want to let you know, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you, Cookies, because we like to keep it real with our fans. After we went off the air yesterday, me and Matt sat here for about a good 10 minutes crying at you talking about, well, since I got my driveway plowed, I guess I got to do some plowing. We were sitting here crying about that shit for about a good 10 minutes, yo. We learned how.
Better because she noticed this shit.
Didn't I put it in the chat? I said, this bitch Sachi done fucking killed herself again. Cookies, we were crying at you for about a good 10 minutes. And I said, yo, you know what's the wild shit? Watch Cookies be like 6'8", just taking that shit. That's gonna be the problem already. See?
Cookies stupid.
Right. We love Cookies for being Cookies. That's the best part. I mean, like, yo, Cookies, we've never seen you, but from what we want to imagine with your name, we want you to be some old diesel bodybuilding big ass gorilla motherfucker, but your name is Cookies and Dale. Like that's part of it. And if you're not, so what? You're gonna get there when you get there. All right. Get there, you gonna get there when you get there. If you ain't a bodybuilder right now, you'll get there, brother. Don't worry. But we have Fatal Influence versus Shotzi and Tatum Paxley, and like you said, Batty, Shotzi died again. Like,
as soon as she did it, like Kenny had said it, and I was just like, I don't want to. Like, as soon as she showed up, I'm just like, I don't want to watch this girl wrestle. Like at one point in time, I used to be excited to see her, but now it's
I fucking knew it
because I already know what's about to happen.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Cookies out here like Cookie Reigns.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. But first
Cookie
off,
Sokoa. That's what. Yeah, Cookie Sokoa.
There we go. Cookie Sokoa. Cookies Fatu.
Cookies Fatu. I love you. Cookies Fatu.
Cookies Fatu, boy. Cookies Fatu. Yo, so like I said, when Shotzi hit her head, y'all saw I was like, oh, Shotzi did. Then I was like, yo, I don't think she's coming back in this damn match. That's what, like, the way she hit her shit, I was like, yo, I don't know if she's coming back in this match. Like, she rocked her shit.
She did. I was like, is she the new Ember Moon? Has she replaced how we used to look at Ember Moon?
Like, yo, what is wrong with you? Like, are you fucking kidding me? So
her Shotzi in the crowd was so excited. I was like, I don't know why y'all so excited. She just about to kill herself again in like 3 minutes. And then what happened? She
bro. And you know what is the sad part? Even the crowd noticed that she almost killed herself. Because the crowd was mad hype and then said, oh.
Even LA know your ass is dead.
They was like, oh. Y'all might want to go check on her. Somebody put the X up quick.
They were like, this is not part of the show. She needs some milk.
Milk is not, bruh.
She needs to stop.
Bruh.
She needs to stop. do not be excited to see it. When that tape come out, I'll be like, oh nah. Oh,
Right.
I'm up.
Like, oh nah, this is about to not. This ain't gonna. Can nothing good come out of this? Like, she
Like
gonna die.
her style went from being really, really it was cool, and now it's just like as many times as she has gotten hurt now, it's like, dude, you are not safe. Like, you just gotta stop doing that. Like you got to take that stuff out your repertoire. You can't do
Like,
that.
she's like turning into the female Darby Allin, bro.
Right.
Like, nobody want to see you die, Shotzi. Like, come on, you don't need that. Ain't nobody, no one's really trying to watch a death. I don't care what you say. What you call it? Um, next up we have. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even get a chance to announce the winner. The Shotzi Tatum and what you call it, won.
Oh yeah, the Coven, they won.
The Coven won. But the thing about this is Shotzi was the one who pinned the champion Fallon.
Oh Lord.
So now Shotzi had made a point to Ava saying she should be number one contender since she actually was the one who pinned Fallon. So now we are going to get Shotzi versus Stephanie to see who will actually fight Fallon for this belt.
Gotta love NXT for making something important and then just making it unimportant just that quickly. Like, hey, here's the number one contenders match. Yo, the champion got pinned by this person. So that number one contenders match
Means
is
nada.
just that. The real number one contenders match is next week.
Right. Means absolutely nothing. Means absolutely nothing. So after this matchup, we now get the King, baby.
Who I just knew. I watched that match and I went into that thinking, all right, he had his little few weeks of fun. It's time to let this thing, it's gonna go right on back to Charlie. And boy, was I wrong for a sudden death. That's what they called this match, sudden death.
For a regular ass match.
A regular ass match.
A regular ass match.
And that Lexus King won, surprisingly.
Here's the thing. Apparently, the Heritage Cup that Lexus King thought he won was due to a disqualification. And apparently, you can't win the Heritage Cup that way, even though it's a part of the rules, but somehow it's not a part of the rules. So they took the Heritage Cup back. So this matchup was a sudden death matchup to find out who once and for all is the champion. Charlie Dempsey versus Lexus King. And as Matt said, the King is now the Heritage Cup champion.
I was definitely shocked. He hit the coronation and got the 1, 2, 3. We've went from Tony D'Angelo to Charlie Dempsey to Tony D'Angelo, and now we got Lexus King. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with Lexus King. I'm more excited to see what they're about to do with Charlie Dempsey. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if he ain't going to be walking around with that cup, then he need to be trying to get some gold. He need to be going for that North American title, or he need to be teaming up with one of them other ones and go for them tag titles.
Right.
Like,
him and Tavion as a tag team could definitely hold on to those tag titles.
Right. Like, I need no Edge Crew to be on some undisputed era shit in 2025.
Because they're good. They're really good enough for it. They're good enough for it. And folks, with our last matchup of the night, we get the yeah. I mean, for that one she was, But overall, she be making sense with her shit. She be making sense with her shit though most of the time. But that one was a no-no. But our last matchup of the night is for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams versus Oba Femi versus Eddie Thorpe, who actually made it out for the match, and
Right.
he got some more ass whipping.
He got there after he got seasoned. He showed up to get cooked.
Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck happened. His ass got beat all the way the fuck out. Made it out right, Cookies. Made it out to die.
That man walked out. That man just walked down there like dead man walking. You damn right, because that's all he did. As soon as he came out there, I was like, I don't even know why you coming out here, because at this point, this has been Trick versus Oba, and Trick is just, this is Thanos. This is Thanos. This was basically Endgame. Everybody's whooping that ass. Thanos is whooping everybody's ass. Why are you showing up?
Exactly. And that's exactly what Oba did. Oba beat the shit out of everybody. Don't get me wrong, Trick had a couple of moves here and there. You know what I mean? But overall, Oba just beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, him and Trick is gonna be a good one. But even the ending, because like Eddie Thorpe had that chair, he just was just like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about this chair.
Yo. Like, I'm thinking, who are they gonna have to beat him?
He probably gonna have to lose it in a multi-man. That's the only way. He's gonna have to lose it like Trick loses. Trick always loses his junk in multi-mans because Mongo brought that up in the fantasy chat. He's like,
but the thing about it is, Trick always loses in a multi-man, but Trick is always the one being pinned in those multi-mans. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Like, they got to stop having Trick getting pinned in those multi-mans, but it don't make a difference anymore now because his ass is moving on up.
They probably gonna do, because they've already announced Vengeance Day for February. That's gonna be for basically Valentine's Day. So I think since they had that fuckery, because the way it ended, Eddie Thorpe was involved. So I feel like we probably are going to get Trick versus one more time, and then that might be. But I really would not be shocked if we see Trick at the Royal Rumble. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
That's a layup. 3, 2, 1, and whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Like, come on.
That crowd is going to go crazy. That crowd is going to go crazy.
Oh, okay.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Oh,
but
smart.
Then, so after all that,
want to be smart. Got your degree and shit, nigga.
But then after that, we had Oba celebrate. Trick was sitting up there just looking stupid. He's looking shot like, I lost again. Yes, you did. They had both of the champions standing there present. They had the pyro go.
No, ain't no pyro. These niggas had the confetti. And they had
pyro confetti. I just all put it all the same. I'm like, it ain't nothing that was like yesterday. That was tame even to NXT standards. But it might have been because of the building they were in.
You're right. It was the Shrine Auditorium. It was so goddamn big.
Right. I'm like, if I put out pyro, y'all might set the place on fire. Like, dude, yeah, confetti. But then right after that is when we get to Kenny's favorite part of the show. And at that point, I had already kind of felt like, yeah, this dude ain't going to talk about nothing. And he didn't. We got the final fucking boss, the final Maddie. I was there. And he didn't talk about jack shit.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Why the fuck were you there? No one wants you. I'm going to be so fucking honest. You took up 15 minutes of NXT to talk about absolutely fucking nothing. You took away that moment from Oba and Giulia, who just won brand new championships, to go to another show to stroke your own fucking ego. These past 2 days of you being on fucking television have been nothing but you stroking your own fucking ego. No one wants you there. Like Matt said yesterday, you came out to Netflix as a fucking pissing contest with Trips. Everybody knows Trips is in charge. But you came out, hey, just wanna let y'all know I'm actually Paul's boss. Ha ha ha.
And he
No one
essentially,
cares.
when he came out there, like as they show, I was excited to see him when he pulled up. Then like the highlight of that night, honestly, was him, the exchange between him and Ethan Page, because he basically told Ethan Page, Javon Evans is gonna come for you. You're not worried about him? He's like, oh no, all right. He gonna beat your ass. Don't say I didn't warn you. And then he could you take your sweet ass on. That was it. That was the highlight of it. Because he literally said leading up to that, he told Ava, I don't know
I
what.
don't know what to say.
And I'm like, yeah, because I don't really know why you're here either. Even though you just announced this randomly the night before, it's like you're not going to be involved hardly in any storylines because the storylines are technically already like set. There's no reason for you to be here unless you're going to be Eddie Forbes ass. That's the
That's
only thing.
literally the only reason he should have been there. The
Right.
only reason he should have been there was to whip Eddie's ass.
But once he said he came out there, he came out there. The guy gave him the mic, and he did this because I said it in the chat. He did that. I said, "Oh, Rock got 10 minutes. He got 10 minutes to say what he gonna say." He bullshitted for what 4 minutes? Because he sat up there and just stood there and smiled and soaked it all in because that was him getting his ego stroked, and then he was like, "Oh, I got 6 minutes." And it's like, bruh, because even someone said in the chat, like, they're going to cut him off. So they're definitely going to cut him off. He's like, I can talk as long as I want. No, the fuck you can't. And
No,
what
you
happened,
won't.
he talked about nothing. At the recap, it was, all he's basically said was, I'm showing up here because y'all y'all didn't pay enough money. Y'all didn't have enough money to go to Raw. So I'm going to just enough to show up here to give y'all this ability to see me since I gave them they got to see me in the same city at Raw. I'm gonna show up here and do the same thing. I ain't gonna talk about nothing. And then when it was time for him to say his catchphrase, if you smell, it cut off because he went too long. I was looking at the clock like
That shit cut off, right? That shit nigga said, if you smell, here in New York City, congestion pricing has started, and we are finding ways to get around it. That's exactly what that shit did.
That's exactly how it hit. I was like, he took too long. And then when I got up this morning and went on YouTube, they had the whole segment put up, and the CW already bent over to him because they put the whole segment up with the cussing included on their YouTube channel also. But it was like, soon as he mentioned the crybabies, I was like, you're not here to talk about anything. You're honestly, this is not NXT. NXT literally ended when Oba and Giulia walked off the stage. That was
here's my thing. You took up 15 minutes. You took up 15 fucking minutes because he came out at 9:46.
Yeah.
He came out at 9:46. You took up 15 minutes. That could have been 5 extra minutes for 3 of those matches from that day.
And he came out at 9:46. He still didn't even finish on time. That's the bad part about it. I'm like, dude, he could have said everything he had to say if he didn't waste 4 minutes of just standing there letting them chant his name. He could have cut that out at 2 minutes. But he
shouldn't have even been there. Period.
He really shouldn't have. The whole meme that I had for that was like, that was supposed to be a joke. The Rock was never supposed to show up in NXT. And then when he showed up, he made up, it literally became a joke. It was a big nothing burger, which is what a lot of the Rock's appearances are. Like, and on top of that, I don't even think he had his belt with him. I don't even think he had the belt. So on top of that, you should already know, oh, he ain't about to do nothing. He ain't even got that stupid belt with him.
He had the belt. No, he had the belt. He just didn't
come out with it.
He didn't bring it. Yeah, he didn't come out with it. He had it when he was in Ava's. But, like, when he came out the fucking car, he had it right on his goddamn shoulder.
Right. The dude is like, oh, y'all ain't gonna get my car. Y'all don't need to see this belt. It's NXT. But, like, that whole segment was a big waste of 15 minutes. It was a big waste, a big nothing burger. It brought nothing to it. It helped ratings. The ratings went up. The last cookies definitely. The last shot of the night should have been Oba and Giulia holding their belts.
Exactly.
Or if anything, The Rock should have been incorporating, since he is the final boss. How about you go out there with your daughter and y'all both hold their hands up? Because one of y'all is a man. He can hold up Oba, and the other Ava, you're the GM. It would make perfect sense. The Rock is the final boss. His daughter is the GM. Have them come out there and hold the hands up of the champions and be like, yeah, this is the new era of NXT. Happy New Year. Something better than what the fuck happened last night with just him stroking his ego. And I like The Rock. I'm a fan of The Rock. I like the final boss. But last night, that was just a waste of my time. Like, I could have went to bed. I could have just turned.
I've never been a big fan of The Rock. That's the whole thing. Like, I've never been a big fan of him. I'm like, he was always, all right, he's cool. That's how I always felt about The Rock. Like, yeah, he's cool. He's all right. Like, I was never one of those, if you smile. Like, when he came out, nah, that wasn't me. I really didn't. I was like, all right, he cool. You know what I mean? But the ego on this man is ridiculous. And it's grotesque. Like, bro, you really, like, you're almost no better than what the Hogans and the Ric Flairs and everything that we say about them, like just wanting to be in the limelight, can't realize when to let it go. That's you right now.
Right.
If you still want to be in a fucking wrestling ring, my boy, then get in there full time.
Oh, it ain't gonna never be no full time. Like, that's why I said he's in his non-racist Hogan era. That's all it is. Like, as much as he's turned into what John Cena essentially
called him out on.
Like, called him out about. And John Cena has low-key turned into, like, everything that John Cena will talk about The Rock about. It's like, John, you're a movie star too now, bro. So you can't talk no shit. But everything that he said back then, it's like literally true. Like, oh, you need to have your ego stroke. And a lot of that, like when he did that, it kind of it opened my eyes. Like, all right, I see how The Rock is. He's basically just like Hulk Hogan, except he's just not as bad as Hulk Hogan. Because it's like The Rock has other places he can go to get his ego stroked. And that, like, Monday could have been an email. Tuesday could have been a super email. Like, bro, there was no reason for you to do this. Like, this was a waste.
You know what he could have did for this shit for NXT if he wanted to be a part of it so fucking bad? Yo, send a little video package. This is The Rock coming from such and such. Just want to let you know, NXT, we watching you, blah, 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 blah. Cut a promo from a fucking video remote location.
Because what pissed me off, because I wasn't even mad about the segment. I was just more like, this is so pointless. Like, this is just noise. This is nothing. What pissed me off was when he essentially told on himself, oh, I've known for weeks that I was going to be here. Well, bitch, why the fuck you ain't say it until the night before? And if you ain't got nothing prepared, you've known for weeks you was going to be there. Why the fuck you ain't say had nothing prepared? Like, dude. Like,
and then what would you have prepared anyway that it made any sense for your ass to be there? The only reason you should have been there was to beat Eddie Thorpe's ass for pushing your daughter.
He could have beat Eddie Thorpe's ass, or essentially just be there like, y'all know I'm the final boss, because that's essentially what he did with Ethan Page. You know I'm the final boss, right? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I hope to see you on the main roster one day. Because I'm like, all right, that's why I said The Rock, the final boss, is essentially Mr. McMahon. He's Mr. Rockman. And Vince showing up in various places in WWE at times made no fucking sense. If Vince showed up in NXT, no charges or anything right now. Imagine if there is nothing going on with Vince McMahon, and they said Vince McMahon was showing up in NXT. Everybody would be tuning in, but then it would be essentially what we saw last night. Why the fuck is Vince here? Like, there was a lot of times when we would say that with Vince. Why is Vince showing up? And we would just be like, it's Vince. He's here. Why is Rock showing up? He's Rock.
Yo, plain and simple. All right, he needed to not be on the television last night.
He didn't need to be on. Like Monday made sense. Tuesday was just stupid.
Monday technically didn't even make sense to me, man. Like no one needs, like you've made it known before that you're the head of the board of directors or whatever the case may be. You made that known before. No one cares. No one really cares except for you. You're the only person that cares, because you know why? At the end of the day, you're still second fiddle to Paul Levesque. We in wrestling fans' minds, Paul Levesque and Nick Khan are who are in charge.
Yeah,
not Dwayne Johnson.
It's him showing up just to remind everybody that y'all do know I'm on this. Like I also all this TKO, this me too. Like y'all gotta remember I'm on. It's like, dude, we know you're here. You don't have to. We know you're a wrestler, but Triple H is the person that is literally writing everything. Like,
you know what, Damien? This actually makes more sense than The Rock.
Well, they already had HB. They already had CM Punk show up for those little few times that he did it. CM Punk isn't going to show up, and I don't think he's going to show up. He'll show up probably just like he's been doing, but until it's like set in stone that he's really fully taking over, it's just going to be like it is right now with HBK semi off the screen, with Ava being the authority figure, unless Eddie Ford pisses him off again.
Good. The Rock, yeah. Way to kill 2 nights of momentum for your fucking company.
No, he didn't even kill on Monday because the show kept going. But
right.
Tuesday he definitely killed the.
He took away the glory. He took away the hard work for these kids.
That's all it is. He just likes That's how he always has been. Everything is always something to make him look good. Young Rock, that movie, that show was, I guess people watched it, but I mean, he had Roman Reigns in there, little baby Roman Reigns hollering at him, talking about acknowledge me, and he's, oh yeah, that's how we dropped the seeds for us to have the match. I did that on purpose. It's like, of course you did, because you know that's the only match we want to see you wrestle. We don't want to see you in any other match. We don't want to see you fight.
I don't want to see him fight, period. I don't.
Like, there's not any other matches besides Roman. Like, if he's showing up, it's either you're going to be fighting Cody as the final boss, or you're going to be fighting Roman as who is the real hot chief or whatever. And even then, there is really no story on that, because y'all still have y'all family is family. Those are y'all's positions according to y'all's heritage. Those are y'all's positions. What has happened? So we know y'all are not really fighting over this. Like, Roman is Roman and Dwayne is Dwayne. Like, Joe is Joe and Dwayne is Dwayne. If y'all want to have Cody versus Rock as basically a Stone Cold Vince McMahon type of deal, then so be it. But I feel like all this was just Rock wanting to get his glory. He wanted to get his ego stroke again. Greg gave us a little bit more news as we about to go in W. JoJo, if y'all remember JoJo, Bray's widow, she made an appearance last week in AEW doing some ring announcing, and according to Fightful, it might not be the last time we see her. She appeared before the January 4th episode of AEW Collision, doing work for a dark match that aired before the show. Those that Fightful spoke to in AEW said that she is expected to do more with the company. They weren't giving a specific role or time frame. So, and then remember, she quietly left WWE in 2021 after working as a ring announcer for over 5 years. So, I'm all for that, because it's better than just sitting at home collecting WWE checks. I don't know if anybody knew this. They did sign Bray Wyatt to like a Legends deal. So all the merch and anything that you buy with Bray Wyatt from WWE Shop, that money will go
To
to.
her.
So it's like I don't blame her. Like go out there. You still as long as you're having fun doing it, go ahead. And she gets to be there with people that she is friends with. Like you have Brody's wife there. Like Big E can come by and visit. She has a lot. She has a family there, and it's not to say that she doesn't have a family in WWE. It's just like, hey, if she's having fun and WWE doesn't care, they're just like, hey, go ahead, do you. As long as you're in a good mental space
Right.
and you're happy.
That's really all they care about. And like you said, man, you hit everything on the head right there. Like, yo, she can have people come over here that she cares about or whatever the case may be. So WWE's not bothering her. Go ahead, girl. Just be happy. That's
Right.
all we care about. Just be happy.
Because bills gotta get paid regardless. Bills don't care.
They don't. Damn sure don't. Bills do not care. Not one goddamn bit. But folks, let's get into the wrestling that is coming on tonight. Tonight we have AEW Dynamite coming on tonight. We got a pretty good card. Uh, the return of Kenny Omega, which is always a big thing. You know, I'm happy about that. My boy, the machine is coming back. MJF is going to make an appearance after last time we seen him. He was beating Adam Cole. And now for the matches. We have the men's casino gauntlet match, where the winner will receive a world title shot against Mox next week. The only people that have been confirmed for this so far have been Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett. So we don't know who else is going to be in this casino gauntlet match. Okay. Yeah. I said Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry. Wrong Hardy. I meant Jeff Jarrett. That's the only person that we have. I don't know what. I'm looking at something that had Jeff Hardy on it. That's why. Sorry about that. But we have the men's casino gauntlet. Yeah. We have the men's casino gauntlet. Then we have which should be a good goddamn match with Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews. That should be a great goddamn match, honestly. Those two going up against each other, they have a very similar style as far as not holding back, knee strikes, shit like that. That should be a pretty good match. But every time I say something should be a good match, and every time I tell people to watch Dynamite, it's always a goddamn issue. Oh yeah, Buddy ain't worried about a goddamn thing but that. That man is going home to Rhea every goddamn night. He is. Next up, also, we have Tony Storm versus Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. This should be an interesting matchup because don't forget, this is the new old Tony Storm, where she has amnesia. So she is herself when she first appeared in AEW. So this should be an interesting matchup. Then the questions being, Brody, I think they should have had a picture in picture thing. Nah, picture in picture was nah. Not everything needs picture in picture. Like some picture in picture sometimes gets on my nerves with AEW. Like, you know what?
I think it's spoiled.
Some of these matches don't need them.
Right. So picture in picture went from being something that was cool to then they overdid it. Like last night, I like to get up. Like if they go to commercial, I will get up. Like I'll be fine
Right.
if they go to commercial. If they do picture in picture, more often than not, it's like I know what happens because even though they're on commercial, more often than not, they're just going to do a bunch of rest holds because they tell them when they go to commercial and they just do rest holds or they go into the crowd and do talk shit. It's like, I'm going to get up because I know what's going to happen. Y'all ain't going to really, you're not going to see, there's never, it's happened, but more often than not, you're not going to see a pinfall happen during that commercial.
Right. The most you might see is like a dive to the outside during that commercial.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that. You may get like you said, tons of rest holds. You're gonna get fucking just nothing that's nothing that's worth it. So picture in picture isn't always a good thing.
Right.
It isn't always a good thing. So AEW has worn that out with me because everything is picture in picture, and it's like not all of these matches need to be picture in picture. And the final matchup that we have lined up for tonight is going to be Bobby Lashley versus Mark Briscoe. I've never seen those two in a ring together, so that should be
that's I don't think they've ever fought each other in a match, so that is going to be an interesting match. On top of that, shout out, I mean, still glad it's the second week of them being on Max, so
right.
Let's keep it up, keep this going. That should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully, it warms up.
That's all people caring about right now. We just trying to honestly just get a little bit of warmth in this side of the world.
Get my groceries. I got them. Got my eggs. Got my sugar. Got my milk. So they're just like, I would have stayed, but I got hungry. I say, oh, that's understandable. You get in the house. It's getting late.
Getting late and cold.
Right. I was like, I had to go outside. I went out there in my house shoes, and these bad boys, they got snow on them now. I gotta put them in the dryer. She was like, I'm outside. I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna waste your time.
I feel you. Right. One side of the country is burning, the other side is freezing. This shit is crazy.
We got 10 inches.
What side you on?
All right, 10 inches. Then we got 3 inches supposed to be coming on Friday. The bus transit service has said unless you live in the main areas, they have said we are not coming the rest of the week unless you live in the main areas. So I'm like, cool, I can't go. I'm not going anywhere anyway. But then, like I said, I need to get a new bank card, so I'm waiting on that. So for the time being, the brewery, I just need to get my little groceries. I'm just gonna sit here in the house. I'm off tomorrow. I'm about to chill, watch wrestling. 3 inches, Mongo coming back. Oh, damn, baddie.
Damn.
We had 10.5 from Sunday, from basically Sunday morning to Monday. So, and then Cincinnati had 10 inches. They had 10.6 inches. So shit, like Kenny said, this side of the country, we just cold as shit. And in California, this is burning the fuck down.
Bro, it says it feels like it's 4 degrees outside right now.
I believe it.
That's just, you know what? And on that note, folks, thank you for joining us. Stay warm. If you're on the West Coast, please be safe from those fires.
All right, you in our thoughts and our prayers, regardless of where you at. It feels like it's 12 here, so y'all colder than us.
Yeah, boy. It's cold over here. Boy. And like at least y'all got snow, which makes sense. That why it's cold for y'all. We just cold concrete.
People looking at me like if I had a working bank card, I would be out and about in this because this ain't enough. Like it's snow, but at this point I'm like, oh, it's not snowing anymore. I just gotta walk. I would just be going to the grocery store up the street. It'd be like blink blink. They're like, you going in anywhere? No, I'm not paying no Uber. I'm not paying Uber fares because I saw
3 inches
somebody.
taller. Ha,
I'm not
3
paying
inches
no Uber.
taller than Kenny. That's because I'm over 9 inches deep in your mother, you prick.
Oh,
Now, like I say, thank you, folks, and you can follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and twitch.tv/under the ring pod. You can also find us at linktree/under the ring pod and fingertip.com/under the ring pod. There you'll find our individual handles. Greg Bush SK at Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. Everybody Bush on Blue Skyways a freak. You got me, Rock Ribs 44. You got our boy out in there in Cincinnati, out there with the 10-inch snow.
right. They got school tomorrow. That's why he ain't get on. He gotta go to work tomorrow.
And we got the OTC, the Triple Crown champ, the final Maddie, the Heartbreak Maddie at the right answer. Tighten up.
Tighten up, even though they pissing me the fuck off.
We got the Street Team captain, and new daddy, Buddy El Maliente, and of course, local correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Remember, if you're on the East Coast, please stay warm. If you're on the West Coast, stay safe.
Stay safe and try to get cool.
But at the end of the day, do the dog. Hey.
Done, y'all. Do the done. Do the done, y'all. Do the done. Have a good night, Patty. See y'all tomorrow. Mongo might be back tomorrow. So.
All right, Damien. Love you.
Yeah.